In this video, we're going to talk about how to find the equation of a line from a graph. So you need to be familiar with this formula. Y is equal to mx plus b. It's a linear equation in slope-intercept form. The slope is the number in front of x, represented by the letter m. The y-intercept is b. That's where the graph touches the y-axis. So let's go ahead and begin. Let's start with graph number 1, the red graph. What is the y-intercept? Where does the line touch the y-axis? Well, this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. The red line touches it at this point, which is at 2. So we could say b is equal to 2. Let's find the y-intercepts for the other graph. So for the blue graph, the y-intercept is 3. For the green one, it's -2. So that's how you could find the y-intercepts. Now let's calculate the slope. The slope, m, is rise over run. So we need at least 2 points in order to calculate the slope. So let's focus on these 2 points here. In order to go from the first point to the second point, we need to rise by 2 units, and we need to run to the right by 3 units. This is at -3. So we have a rise of 2, a run of 3. So the slope, rise over run, it's 2 over 3. And it's positive because it's going up. Now, once we know the values of m and b, we now have enough information to write the equation of the line. All we got to do is replace m and b in that formula. So it's going to be y is equal to 2 over 3x plus 2. So that's the answer for the first example. Now let's move on to the second example, graph number 2, the blue graph. We have the y-intercept, but what is the slope for that graph? Feel free to pause the video if you want to try this problem. You could also work on the third graph as well. So let's begin by identifying 2 points that we want to focus on. Let's use those 2 points. So what is the rise and what is the run? In order to go from the first point to the second point, we need to go down by 3 units. So it's -3 because we're going down. So the rise is -3. If we're going up, it will be positive. Since we're going down, it's negative. Now what is the run? As we travel horizontally, to get to the second point, we need to go 4 units to the right. So the run is 4. So we have a slope of -3 over 4. So we have a y-intercept of 3, and we have a slope. So now we could just replace m and b, and we're going to get the answer. So for the second example, it's going to be y is equal to -3 over 4 times x plus b, the y-intercept. So that's how you can get the equation of the line from the graph. Now let's look at our last example. So we already have the y-intercept. Let's get the slope. Let's focus on these 2 points. So we need to rise 5 units, and we need to run only 2 units to the right. I'm going to draw that better. So here's the rise, up 5 over 2. So we have a slope of 5 over 2. So now we can write the linear equation. Y is equal to mx plus b, 5 over 2x plus negative 2, or simply minus 2. So that's the equation of the line for the second example. Now, sometimes if you have a multiple choice exam, the answer may not always be written in slope-intercept form. Sometimes the answer may be written in standard form. Other times, even point-slope form. So you need to know how to change it from one form to another. So let's say we want to write this in standard form. That is in ax plus by equals c format. How can we do that? The first thing I would do is get rid of the fractions. I would multiply everything by 3. So we'll have 3y is equal to 3 times 2/3 x plus 2 times 3. The 3's will cancel. So we'll have 3y is equal to 2x, and 2 times 3 is 6. Now we could take the 2x and move it to the other side. It will change from positive 2x, but on the left side it will be negative 2x. And so we have this negative 2x plus 3y equals 6. If you want to, you can multiply everything by negative 1, and you'll get positive 2x minus 3y is negative 6. So it can be written in any one of these two forms, but that's how you can convert it from slope-intercept form to standard form. But now, what about converting it from slope-intercept form to point-slope form? How can we do that? Let's use this one as an example. Point-slope form looks like this. It's y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. Now, there's many ways in which you can write this. It's not limited to one way, but here's something you can do. We already know the slope. It's negative 3 over 4. Let's pick a point, a value for x. The value for x that I'm going to choose is going to be either 4 or a multiple of 4 because of this denominator. So I'm going to choose my x value as 4. If I plug in 4, what will I get for y? 4 divided by 4 is 1. I'll get negative 3 plus 3 is 0. I don't want a 0. I want something other than a 0. Let's try plugging in 8. Eight divided by 4 is 2. And 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. Negative 6 plus 3 is negative 3. So I have the point 8 comma negative 3. When we plug in a value of 8, we get negative 3 for y. I wanted to avoid any fractional points or any fractional values in x or y. So now how do we use this? So we have m, we have x1 and y1. All we got to do is replace these three variables. So it's going to be y minus y1, which is negative 3, equals m is negative 3 over 4, times x minus x1, which is 8. So the two negatives will become positive, so we have y plus 3, and it's equal to this. So now we have the same linear equation, but in a different format. We've converted it from, we converted from slope-intercept form to point-slope form. And you need to be able to do that because when you're taking an exam, you may have the right answer in slope-intercept form, but the answer choices may not show this answer. It may show the answer in point-slope form or the other one, standard form. and you need to be able to convert it from one form to another.